In this video, we're going to review how to use the law of cosines to solve for a missing angle or side in a triangle. Recall that the law of cosines can be used in any triangle, but it works in two specific cases when we have an SAS or an SSS situation. Now our law of cosines is this: c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. Now when we look at this, we should first notice that this right here looks a lot like the Pythagorean theorem. And it comes from the Pythagorean theorem, but the Pythagorean theorem only works for right triangles, and this formula works for all triangles, so we need this correction factor in. Now the other thing to note is that the angle C is opposite side C. So wherever we put this angle C, so let's say I put angle C here, then side C has to be on the opposite side. All right, so let's just try it out with these two. And let's look at this first case. And we want to notice that this is a side, angle, side, much like you would have done side, angle, side situation, like you would have done in geometry. And you should notice that x is opposite the angle, and so we're going to start with x squared. Then we're going to take the other two sides squared, minus 2 times those other two sides, cosine of 80, and now we've set that one up. In this next one, so this is a side, angle, side. In this next one, we have a side, side, side situation. We are given 3 sides, and we're asked to find the angle. Now in this case, we should notice that theta is opposite side 6. So when we set it up, we are going to say 6 squared equals 3 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 3 times 5 cosine theta. And that's going to allow us to solve for theta. So it matters where the 6 is. The 3 and 5, it doesn't matter. All right, let's try this situation out here. So here we have a side angle side situation, side angle side, and we are told that we are finding side A, which is opposite 80. So we're going to start with a squared. Notice I don't use c because its name is a. So a squared, and I just take the other two sides. 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7 cosine of the angle opposite A, which is 80 degrees. Now when I want to finish this out, I'm going to pull up my calculator. And the first thing I need to remember is that my calculator had better be in degree mode. So let's take a look. If I go hit mode, there it is. It's in degree mode, so we're good to go. All right, so let's go to our home screen, and we're going to type in this exactly like it looks. 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7 cosine of 80. And then we can press enter. And we need to remember that this number, 61.84 and whatever else, so 61.84 is a squared, and we're actually trying to find a. So now we're going to just go to our calculator and hit second root second answer to get our final answer. I'm going to just drag this over here, and there's my final answer. It is 7.86. Notice I didn't round this number, I just called on answer. All right, let's look at our next problem. Oops, not that one, this one. And in this one, you'll notice that I have a side, side, side situation. So I know 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and I'm trying to find this angle right here that is opposite the 2-inch. So that's the one I'm going to put first. So I've got 2 squared equals 4 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 4 times 5 cosine of theta. Now as I proceed, it's really important that I'm careful to not make any mistakes mathematically. I'm going to just subtract the 4 squared and 5 squared first. So 2 squared minus 4 squared minus 5 squared equals negative 2 times 4 times 5 cosine theta. And now we're going to let the calculator do some work for us. So we've got 2 squared minus 4 squared. Oops, let's try that again. 2 squared minus 4 squared minus 5 squared. And that gives me the left side, which is negative 37. And then on the right side, I think I can do this in my head. 2 times 4 is 8 times 5, so that's negative 40 cosine theta. So now I know I'm going to have negative 37 divided by negative 40. And to solve for theta, I'm going to do inverse cosine. Those negatives are going to cancel. And so here we go. Let's go back in here. So I've got second cosine 37 divided by 40. And there we go, 22.3 degrees. All right, that should be enough to get you going on using the law of cosines.